Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is January 28th, 2015. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's start off with the S&P 500 E-mini futures. You're going to see that the futures are trading higher today by about 6.5 points. They were a little bit higher about 30 minutes ago. However, they started to decline a little bit. What's the cause of that little pullback? Well, it's pretty easy. It's just a dollar-yen. Take a look at dollar-yen. When that declines, markets come under pressure. That's just the way it works. Now, the Nasdaq is flying high today after Apple's earnings report. Just take a look at the Nasdaq Futures. You're going to see Nasdaq Futures are trading whenever this loads up. You're going to see that they're trading higher by about 42 points this morning. Good little pop for Nasdaq Futures. However, they are starting to retreat as well. So once the opening bell rings, you want to really focus in on that dollar-yen chart. It'll tell you everything you need to know. I'm not going to waste too much time on that, but you guys have probably seen the relationship already yourselves. All right, let's take a look at a few stocks in the news. We'll start off with the big one, Apple Inc., or Apple Computer as it used to be known. Stock is trading at around $118 a share. Pretty good move. If you take a look at a daily chart, what you're going to notice here is that you have a big double top around 120, so we'll see if the stock can get back up to that level. But right now it looks fine. I don't really see anything wrong with it. The one thing I will say is that it is a little bit overbought, but all in all, pretty good move this morning. We're not going to make too much out of it. We'll look to play this one potentially once the opening bell rings. We'll look at pattern. We'll see where it goes from there. Another stock in the news today is Yahoo. Yahoo is spinning off its Alibaba stake. I'm not sure what they're going to call that, but nonetheless, stock traded all the way up to 52. I think the stock has a ton of resistance at 52.25. It's already started to pull back, so be careful here. I really don't see Yahoo getting much above 52, 52.5 today, but either way, right now it's trading at 50.38, and they will be spinning off their Alibaba unit into some kind of a holding company. So you can read all about the news. I'm not even sure what they're doing, but nonetheless, the stock is trading higher today. Let's take a look at Electronic Arts. Ticker symbol is EA. This stock is flying high. Closed at $48.41. It's trading at $50.85. Good move for Electronic Arts here. The big resistance level that I can find, two levels. One is at 54. One is at 56. I have no idea if it'll trade up that high. I doubt it. But nonetheless, if it does, this stock would become a fade candidate around that time. Let's take a look at AT&T. AT&T is trading at $33.34. Stock closed at $32.81. That's a good little pop for AT&T. I'm going to give this one the upside bias here to around $34.50, $34.60. I don't know if it gets there today, but it does have upside potential at this stage of the game. Let's take a look at US Steel. U.S. Steel has been beaten and battered, but today it is recovering a little bit. Stock closed at $21.27, now trading at $22.98. I'm just looking for resistance levels here. I guess because it's such an oversold equity, it can go a little bit higher. But again, it's not the greatest of moves, but it's up a little bit. By the way, yesterday we did have a very, very nice play in Microsoft. That worked out pretty nicely, and traders were able to capture that. We also had 4 more scalp plays in the chat room. So the volatility is back, people. If you want action in the chat room, now is the time to get it. We offer a 7-day free trial. Come on over, take a 7-day free trial, test drive it, see what we're all about, see what we're made out of, and take it from there. Next up on my list here is Western Digital. Ticker symbol is WDC. Right here, stock is trading at 103. It closed at 97.63. That's a good move. I'm going to have some gap resistance levels for this. First resistance level, though, is going to be around 103.60, 103.50. So a little higher from here. You'll hit a lot of resistance, but I'm going to have some gap levels here. We might play this one on the short side today. Let's take a look at Juniper Networks. Jnpr is the ticker symbol. This stock is trading higher after earnings. Closed at 21.83. Now trading at $23. That's a pretty good move. There's a lot of resistance here in the stock around $23.50. So just be aware of that. $23.50 is going to be a little bit of a resistance point, but nonetheless, good move. Stock is uptrending too, so it's a hard short. Let's take a look at Freescale Semiconductor, FSL, ticker symbol. The stock right now is trading at $29.75, closed at $26.35. So there's a lot of good reactions to earnings today, even though the ES futures are not really trading that high. Let's take a look at Amgen, AMGN, world's largest biotech. Stock is trading at 157. They had earnings. A level I like for Amgen today, if it does come down, and I don't know if that'll happen, would be right around the 152 level. 152 should be a good bounce level for Amgen today if it does trade down there. I don't know if it will. That's still another 5 points lower, but we've seen crazy moves in this kind of market. Let's take a look at VMW, which is VMware. Right now the stock is trading at $79.44. Believe it or not, I don't even have support on VMware till $73, so be very, very careful with this one right now at this point in time. Let's take a look at a major Dow component, Boeing. Boeing right now is trading at $136.88, closed at $132.48. That's a great move for Boeing. Upside resistance obviously is 38.05, 38 and a quarter. Good move for Boeing. I really don't see it going much higher from here, though. It is overbought now. Let me see what else I have here on my little list. I think I covered everything. I'm going to watch companies like STLD today, Steel Dynamics. I think they're trading up a little bit in sympathy to U.S. Steel. So you're going to get a lot of sympathy plays. A lot of stocks that have to do with Apple could be runners today as well. Nuance Communications, I believe, is one. I also believe Skyworks Solutions, Armor Holdings. These are all Apple plays that should be trading up just on the fact that Apple is trading up a little bit. So these guys are going to be sympathy plays to Apple. So just keep that on the radar, and we'll see how this plays out. Let's take a look at the oil market this morning. Oil is trading down by 2%. Light sweet crude is lower by 92 cents a barrel to $45.31. That's unbelievable, but there is no bottom in crude just yet. Crude right here, if you take a look at the USO, trading at $16.95, closed at $17.21. So be careful with crude. I do not have a low or a bottom, a definitive bottom in at this point in time. Crude can still be very shaky. Now with the USO or with crude oil being on the weaker side, that could affect a lot of the energy plays today. Energy for the most part was mixed yesterday, but it could be a little bit on the weaker side today. One energy company I was looking at earlier was Hess. And again, right now I'm showing the stock trading down around 70.35. So be careful with the energy stocks today, at least until you see what they're doing. Once the opening bell rings, we'll have a better handle on it. Gold futures are trading lower today. They're down $3.40. Gold needs to pull back. It's overbought. And that's exactly what it's doing. Yesterday the GLD closed at 124.40. Today it's trading at 123.86. So all in all, let gold pull back. We'll see how it plays out once the opening bell rings, but there could be some nice intraday action. Again, the chat room is booming right now. Come on over, take a 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat. You'll see everything that we're doing each and every day. You get to look at our desktops as well. And once again, want to wish you all a great trading day, and we'll see you on the charts.